This is the beautiful Newlay Bridge, one of the oldest iron bridges in Yorkshire. It was erected in 1819 by John Pollard to connect Whitecoat with Horsforth across the River Aire, replacing an earlier bridge. It cost a halfpenny to cross it when it was built, but now you may cross it for free, although it is unfortunately now closed to vehicles. So what if you live in the Leeds Council Authority and you want to drive to the other side of the river? Well, there are just 15 places that you can cross. We are going to find out where they are and which of them is the oldest. In 15th place, the newest bridge is at Butler's Wharf, connecting Kirkstall Forge railway station and surrounding developments to the A65 and suburbs north of the river. The bridge opened in 2016 and work is continuing to create a major new neighbourhood on this former industrial location. Only one other of the 15 bridges was erected in this century, the Richmond Bridge, connecting Cross Green and Hunslet, which opened in 2004. It is a substantial structure close to the site of previous bridges. In 1828, an iron suspension bridge was built here as part of a new road bypassing the centre of Leeds. This bridge was replaced by a very recognisable lattice girder bridge in the 1890s. Richmond Bridge superseded it, and it was added as part of the development of the Leeds Inner Ring Road. 13th in age and just last century is the M1 Bridge, built in 1999 when the motorway was extended. It is possibly the busiest, definitely the biggest, of the bridges in this countdown, crossing over both the River Aire and the Aire and Calder navigation. Concrete features strongly in the more recent bridges. The Skelton Grange Bridge was built with precast concrete sections in the early 1960s to provide access to Skelton Grange power stations. The power stations have now gone, but the bridge remains and is in 12th place. In 11th position, and surprisingly also a concrete construction, given it is almost a century old, is the Horsforth New Road Bridge. It was built in 1928 and is shrouded in trees, but it is an impressive structure nonetheless. By 1930 there were around 2,000 reinforced concrete bridges in the UK, but bridges of this size and made from reinforced concrete were at the cutting edge of new technology. Kirkstall Bridge is the 10th oldest and was built in 1912. There have been several earlier bridges and the site was problematic. The bridge we see today is a formidable structure with ironwork from John Butler of Stanningley. Further downstream, just slightly older and in 9th place, is Gott's Toll Bridge, connecting Kirkstall and Burley with the long-gone village of Redcote and Armley. It was built between 1904 and 1912, replacing an earlier bridge built in 1830 by Benjamin Gott, a leading figure in the Industrial Revolution. In 8th position, and one of the smallest road bridges over the Aire, is the Rodley Nature Reserve Bridge, built towards the end of Victorian times in 1898 to connect to sewage works on the floodplain of the river. The next 5 bridges are also Victorian, starting with Monk Bridge, built in 1886 and in 7th place. It is a lattice iron girder bridge with decorative cast iron works, designed by Thomas Hewson, the city engineer at the time. It replaced an earlier suspension bridge, which was much lighter in design. Viaduct Road Bridge was erected in 1882 and is the 6th oldest. It incorporates the use of red brick, so synonymous in many of the buildings of the city. Winding its way under the imposing railway viaduct from 1849, it connects Armley with Burley and Kirkstall. The best view of the bridge and the road leading to it is from the river. The top 5 starts with Leeds Bridge, built between 1870 and 1873. There was a medieval bridge built at the site which was widened in 1730 and 1760, but the current bridge was constructed by William Henry Barlow to a design by T. Dine Steel, which includes ironwork from John Butler of Stanningley. The cast iron bridge, which has been recently strengthened and repainted, has a significant role in the history of the city. Move a short way downstream and you will find the fourth oldest bridge, Crown Point, another wonderful cast iron bridge erected in 1842. This early Victorian toll bridge was widened and reconstructed in 1994 and looks very smart. It was built to carry the road linking Hunslet with the east end of the city, and it took its name from the area known as Crown Point Wharf to the west of the bridge. Victoria Bridge, which leads into the Dark Arches, is third in age and was constructed between 1837 and 1839. It is a single wide elliptical arch located at a very important junction of the transport systems in the history of the city and into the future, with the HS2 station proposed to be located nearby. The second oldest bridge is Wellington Bridge, built between 1817 and 1819. It may surprise you to hear that when you look at this footage of the bridge. However, behind all that additional concrete that carries some of the highest traffic in the city, the original bridge is still in place. An elliptical stone arch of approximately 31 metres span, widened in 1873. It is possible to see it at the western side of the bridge, although the original parapets have been removed and replaced. And now we arrive at the oldest bridge, located on the eastern edge of the Leeds Authority. Swillington Bridge was erected in the late 1700s. It is made up of two arches and is particularly vulnerable to flood damage. It had to be closed for a short period in 2000. The red sandstone parapets are also extremely soft, but it is still here. So there you have them, the 15 road bridges of Leeds.